Hey everyone, Mark Buffa here with a special interview with some Team Canada members. They just came back from the 2018 World Championships in Hong Kong and they absolutely smashed it. And my first guest today is none other than Dan McLelland. Let's get him on the line here. Dan, brother, how's it going?
It's going really well, Mark. It's been riding a pretty good high the last little while here.
You just got back home now, trying to fight maybe some of the jet lag, and glad to be home with little baby Harper there.
Yeah.
Hey, sweetie.
Yeah.
Hi.
Oh, those are some nice medals you have around your neck there. Huh? Wow. Great. All right, so that's what we're going to be talking about, obviously. So, Dan, 6 medals for Team Canada, 5 of which came from your doing, which is a good thing. Let's just recap, kind of tell us what the titles that you got, what medals you won, and let's start with that.
We had a pretty good showing in all the events. Singles, we won a silver, lost to Malaysia in the finals. Doubles, me and Frankie, we click again. And unfortunately couldn't really carry as much on the show. Ended up with a bronze. Just missed out in trios by 70 pins to make the top 4. And then, that coveted team event, we really came together that second day, made it something special. Finished second after a 14th finish after the first day. Finished with a bronze medal to the Cinderella team from Italy. And then all events, I put together a pretty good set the second day team that passed Kyle Troop and got a bronze in all events. Then had a good showing in the Masters and lost to the eventual champ, Mitch Houpe. So I finished with a bronze in Masters as well.
Great. So that's obviously a record-setting tally of medals for Team Canada and even for yourself. Just to let everybody know back home, Dan's been he's been all over the place. Bold Collegiate at Saginaw, PBA member since 2008 to 2016, been on Team Canada since 2011. Bold 3 teams with yours truly. Won 6 events in your inaugural, won 6 medals at your first Team Canada event, which was awesome to watch. Let's kind of dive in a little bit to what has changed since 2011, your first team with Team Canada. What do you feel has been one of the reasons behind all of Team Canada's recent success?
A little backstory: it was unfortunate with the resigning of Ty Rose from the head coaching position. He was the one who really kicked things off and started the preparation to just build a super team and mentally prepare us for what we needed to deal with on a day-to-day basis when we go to tournaments. That started back about 5 years ago, and we kept improving and building on success after every tournament. And this was all the hard work that came to be for myself and the other 6 guys that were in Hong Kong. And it just, it was that about time moment. We always had the talent, and it shined through those 2 weeks there. So,
and like I said, we've been on teams together the last in your early part of your Team Canada career and the latter of mine. But I always said throughout these entire 2 weeks that you guys were bowling that this was the best team. Like, it wasn't just a set of individuals. You had a lot of guys on this team that knew how to play well. And do you want to maybe touch a little bit on that? What your feeling was just about that fact itself?
The early part of my career, later of yours, we had the talent those years as well. I just don't think we were as mentally prepared for what we were going to do. So the training and the hard work that we put in every camp, every team trials that we got the new team, it just accumulated over time after time, and it just broke through this time.
Yeah. And one of the things that I remember from 2012 with George Lambert was that it's not okay to be mediocre, and we have a good team and we need to be able to perform. And I really feel like that's what, the whole raise the bar, it all started from that moment. And, I was glad to be part of that group, and to see what you guys have accomplished here in the last 5-6 years has just been absolutely phenomenal to watch. And, thank you for what you guys are doing for Canadian bowling.
Yeah, and we still use raise the bar. It's, the one thing that we truly believe, like, even after this year, going to PabCon for next year, or Pan Am next year, or even Worlds, it's, we're always wanting to raise the bar. We want to do better than what we did before. And whether it be better training, better mental training, whatever we can do to get better, the world's getting better. So if we don't prepare as a team and, take that next step and develop ourselves as bowlers, we're going to be left behind. And it's nice to see that, we aren't being left behind. We're leading the way now.
So typically on a shorter pattern like that, I'm guessing when you guys headed into practice, you were hoping that urethane would be in play, playing out would have been a really good option. And you seem to be one of the only guys that ever made the telecasts that was playing a little bit further out. Everybody else was really trying to go left to right. So what were some of the balls that were in play off of the TV pair? Like, what were you using during qualifying?
Basically those two balls. The morning set where I had the 299, I was using a cutting edge solid, and throughout the week, at the beginning of the week, you needed to use stronger symmetric bowling balls. That's what Andrew used when he shot his 850 set, and with the 300. And after that, you just had to really circle the lane. And throughout the week, you just needed to bring up the shine or bring up the cover on the ball, because the front's got drier and drier. So, and that was one thing that, I had a conversation with EJ Tackett, and, he was your All Events Gold winner. And, we were talking, and he mentioned that he just started to put shine on his equipment, and he was always, 10 to 15 pins a game better than everybody. So, I did that with the method for our second set of team event, and it made a world of a difference. Ball reaction was back. Gave me actually a little bit more room left, so I had a little bit of hold. And as you're playing, inside, especially on a shorter pattern, having some hold,
for sure,
separates you. So
definitely. So let's talk maybe a little bit about the left side. I noticed that not too many lefties were in play. Like Korea's Choi Bokum was nowhere to be seen in the standings. Even our lefty, Graham, struggled quite a bit. However, singles was won by a lefty, and he was playing really close to the twig. What do you feel was the reasoning behind that?
Even though they're putting out the same pattern every day for 2 weeks, the pattern characteristics will change. It becomes it starts easier, and it just gets progressively flatter and tougher as the week goes on. And that's why, you'll see the better bowlers stay at the top, make those adjustments. So with the left, it was just, they had a little bit of extra hook, I guess, off the gutter. Rafiq was just throwing it super hard, and had the right reaction. And then once we got to the TV pair, it wasn't like a 240 reaction he had, but the pair itself was tough to begin with. He made his spares. He tried to keep clean, and that's really all you had to do, and stay away from the big mistakes. And he did that the best on the show. So
great. All right. So what's next for you, Big Daddy?
I'm actually bowling Saturday.
Okay.
A
No
lot of
rest
the
for the
guys,
wicked, right?
exactly. So, Zach's in Vegas bowling a tournament. Frankie and Mitch are in Calgary bowling one. I'm bowling just a players tour, having fun, saying hi to everybody. I haven't seen in a little while. Probably take a few weeks off after that, the holidays, and then get back to it in January before the baby comes.
All right, great. Glad to have you on our show, Dan. Again, congratulations. It was an honor to watch you do what you did, and wish you the best of luck in the future and your future endeavors.
Thanks, Mark. Thanks for having me, and yeah, it's something I'll never forget. So
great. So everybody, make sure you check out hashtag Raise the Bar on every social media platform. They abused the vid during the whole week. Make sure you check that out. Also, make sure to check out Team Canada's CTF Facebook pages. We'll put a link in the description below for that as well. Also, Dan, I'll give you a couple seconds here to pitch your sponsors. Give them a quick thank you.
So, yeah, I just want to thank Brunswick, Turbo 2-in-1, and, Sport Canada, COC, our HP committee. Without all of your guys' help, we wouldn't be where we are. And thanks to the fans. Without your support, we wouldn't strive as hard as we do.
So again, everyone, thanks for tuning in. Mark Buffa alongside Dan McLelland. If you like what we're doing, make sure to subscribe and give us a thumbs up on this video. And we'll see you in the next one. Dan, thanks a lot. Take care.
Thanks, bud. Bye.